Hey, folks, how's it going? It's your favorite realtor team, Evan St. Gerard.
And Dean Graber.
We're your favorite realtor team of New York. We have a special guest from Charleston, South Carolina, Taria Kennedy. Taria, welcome to the show.
Hi, Taria.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. I've heard a lot of stuff about you. You're like one of the top agents in your area, so we definitely have to put you on this to get your take of why people are moving to your area. So, Dean, what's your first question?
Taria, tell us, what areas do you cover?
So basically, I cover a variety of areas here in the low country of South Carolina. Once again, they said my name is Taria Kennedy DeLoach, and I cover Charleston County. I cover Berkeley County. I also cover Dorchester County. That's called the Tri-County area in the low country. I also kind of dip and dab in Colleton County and some of northern Beaufort County, but my primary areas would be Charleston County, Berkeley County, and Dorchester County, to include Goose Creek, Charleston, North Charleston, Mount Pleasant, Edisto Beach, various Folly Beach, Johns Island, James Island, Somerville, Monk's Corner. The list just goes on and on. But
that is a mouthful. That really is a mouthful.
Well, I heard the towns that end in beach, and I started smiling. But that's funny.
I never thought of South Carolina basically having so many beaches. Talk to us about that.
Oh my gosh. So we have beaches and we have islands, right? Okay. So we don't have your island where you think of like a Caribbean island, such as the Bahamas or Jamaica, but we have little sea islands. So if you think about the history of the diaspora, we were one of the major stops for the diaspora, and we have all of these sea islands. So you can go on Johns Island, James Island, you can go on Edisto Beach, there's Folly Beach, there's Kiowa Island. It's all, and each island has its own personality.
Could
right?
you drive to any of these, or the bridges, or are they all ferry kind of?
They're all bridges, no ferries that I know of at this time. So the thing is, you can reach the island by a bridge, but Johns Island has a totally different feel than James Island, and Kiowa has a totally different feel than Johns. So the beaches, it's all according to what you're looking for. So a family-friendly beach and an adult type beach is going to be different. So if you're looking for a laid back, I'm a retiree, I just want to.
Oh no.
What just happened? All right, this is the first.
Yeah.
Can you still hear us?
So boating, you can
Hold
actually.
For some reason, the internet froze as soon as you said if you're a retiree.
Oh.
Hold on. Let's keep going and then just start from retiree from there, and then I'll just edit it together.
Okay.
So you mentioned basically retirees basically would have something different on the island compared to family friendly.
Yes. So if you're a retiree and you want a more laid back atmosphere, Kiowa may be your cup of tea, because Kiowa offers a beautiful landscape, pretty laid back. There is some shopping close, but it has a personality of its own, nice and quaint. And it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. If you want to be closer to Charleston, closer to the inner city, or closer to maybe nightlife, you may prefer Folly Beach, because Folly Beach is definitely proximity-wise closer to all of those things. Both of them are beautiful areas, but Kiowa just is going to give you a different feel, a more relaxed feel, really, really close-knit, really awesome. It's a different aura out there.
You're making me want to move there right now, but that's
I'm considering myself. Question for families: what can families do out there besides the beaches?
Okay, so there are lots of things that families can do prior to COVID, right? Okay. So COVID has shut a lot of things down, as you know, in New York and everywhere. But prior to COVID, there were lots of things. So you have various museums that a family can go to. And of course, like you said, you have the beach. We have various water parks. You can venture over into North Charleston to go to a water park. You can go to Mount Pleasant to go to a water park. So if you go to Mount Pleasant, it's a totally different feel than if you're in Charleston, even though it's right over the bridge. So there are lots of things that families can do here between museums. You have walking trails, you have parks, you have the Battery that you can go to. There are all sorts of tourist attractions. You have the market that's downtown that always has local vendors. You may be able to pick up fresh fruits and vegetables that were homegrown. You can pick up different pieces from artists. And of course, your sweetgrass baskets that are known for this area. So there's so many things that families can get into. There's also the angel oak tree. That's always a big attraction for a lot of people because it's one of the oldest trees in the state of South Carolina, and it's still there, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
What is the tree called again?
It's called the angel oak tree, and it's actually located on Johns Island. And so people from all around the world come to really go to that tree and take pictures in front of the tree because it's one of the oldest documented trees there is, particularly
I think it was featured in a couple of movies also.
I think so, probably. Okay. So there were a couple movies, as well as if you Google it, Angel Oak Tree, South Carolina, it'll pop right up and you'll see why so many people travel. There are also lots of festivals that are native to this area. Of course, with COVID, we haven't been able to actually enjoy those festivals, but there are numerous festivals going on throughout the year to just really pull that culture of the Sea Islands and South Carolina in. So we have tourists from around the world, literally. So a family can do pretty much anything they want to do here. Water skiing. I took my son water skiing. You have all sorts of other water activities. You can rent a boat for a day. You can go out on a yacht. I mean, deep sea fishing, whatever you want, you can pretty much do here.
Wow, that's interesting.
Great. Now, affordability. So if somebody's leaving New York, Queens, South Nassau, $500,000-$600,000, to retire on, or for a young family that, somebody else that wants to just relocate to the area, what does that get you in various areas? What can you trade New York for?
So $500,000 or $600,000 here, according to where you are and what neighborhood you want to be in. So $500,000 to $600,000 in Mount Pleasant or on Kiowa looks very different than $500,000 to $600,000 in Goose Creek or Somerville, or even in North Charleston. So as with New York, location, right? So $500,000 to $600,000 in Somerville, it can get you a brick house that is 4 to 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It'll probably be about 3,000 to 4,000 square feet.
Oh my God.
It'll be maybe, a third of an acre in a gated community on a golf course. Honestly.
For how much?
But you take that same $500,000 to $600,000 to Mount Pleasant, and it may get you something half that size.
But half that size, homes in New York, like Queens homes, a lot of the houses are 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths, and they're like 1,300 square feet. So you're still going to feel like, even if you got a 2,500 square foot home, you're still going to feel like you have this tremendous, spacious, place to call home.
Well,
absolutely.
With New Yorkers, a lot of them that are leaving New York are going other places. They want more space. So how much space is in between the houses, like in each area?
So it's once again, it has to do with location. I can take you to Ridgeville and get you an acre or two, and you're still in a neighborhood. So that's huge for someone that's used to being very close and having to pay for their parking space, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a huge difference. So I can take you to Ridgeville, which is in Dorchester County, and it's going to be a little far away from stores. So you might have to travel 10 to 15 minutes to get to a local store, but you're on an acre or 2 acres of land. Now, if you're in Mount Pleasant, you may get 0.25 of an acre or 0.33 of an acre, but you're still not going to be in the beloved concrete jungle where you're this close to your neighbor and you have to pay for your parking, or you have off-street parking. You're going to have some amenities with that 0.25. So yes, you'll have some grass, and you'll also have, more than likely a garage. a 2-car garage or maybe even a 3-car garage.
Oh, wow.
You're also going to have the luxury of being able to walk in your yard. You may have a back porch and a front porch. You may have a deck. So there are some luxuries that definitely come in with the space that you are allotted when you move further south, because of course the population is less dense here.
Okay, now if somebody didn't want a home, they don't, let's say if it is a retiree, or just somebody who wants to have someone else take care of the grass, the lawn, and they want a condo or a townhouse, are those available also?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You have condos, you have townhomes. We have one builder called Del Webb. They specialize in making sure that the retiree is well taken care of. So you may pay higher HOA fees, but then your lawn is taken care of within that HOA fee. And so you never have to really touch your lawn. And so we have condos. We have, we don't have co-ops, but we do have condos. We do have apartments, and we definitely have townhouses that you can purchase and actually use as your home, as your primary residence. And according to what you want, you can probably get some with amenities. So some townhouses come with, of course, the outside is fully taken care of by the HOA. You never have to touch the outside of your house. The only thing you have to do is maintain the inside of your house. You don't even have to insure the outside of your house because the HOA takes care of it. And then the grass may be also included in the HOA. It's the same with the condo. Of course, you know, you share a percentage of the common areas, right, but then the space that you occupy belongs to you. And so there are various options according to where you want to live in the Low Country for a retiree that really wants that laid back lifestyle and not wanting to have to worry about the overall maintenance of the outside of the home.
All right, so let's talk about job-wise. What kind of jobs are out there currently? What do you see that a lot of people gravitating, moving to where they're going for work?
So we are really attracting a lot of millennials because of our job force. So there's quite a few new industries in the area. So of course you have Boeing. I've had several clients that have moved from Manassas, Virginia area, because there's a Boeing there, to move here to take a promotion. So you have Boeing, and then you have Bosch that's here. You have Amazon that's here. You have Volvo that's here. You also have Mercedes that's here. So those are some top companies that are here. Boomtown is also located here as well. So those are some top companies that I just named that are attracting talent from various age ranges to come to the Charleston area. We are huge on tourism and hospitality as well. So if you're into that career path, we have a lot of people that come to actually work in the tourism field, as well as our historians, because there's a lot of rich history downtown Charleston, particularly with all of the museums and all of the historical sites. So we attract a lot of people. What people are finding is that the nightlife here is also picking up. So at one time, entertainment was somewhat of an issue, but now because of so many people merging to this area, we're now seeing more nightlife because you got to cater to who's coming, right?
Good. That's good to know. All right. Dean, what other questions do you have? I'm looking up.
It just seems like there's a lot more there than I was aware of. So I'll put it that way. Maybe that's the feeling that other people might have.
That's the purpose of the series, is basically you might not be thinking about, and here's some other stuff you might want to know about.
What about, like, all right, so New Yorkers love New York, right? And then there's a point in time where they just say, but I got to get out of here. It's too crowded, or it's too much taxes, or whatever. I got to go. And then sometimes I'm not always so thrilled when they leave. You know, I mean, they just start missing New York. So what do people say about your area that moved there, like after a little bit of time?
So people say that they fall in love with all of the things that we talked about, right, but sometimes they still miss that urban feel. So you're not going to really get an urbanite feel in Charleston. It is definitely Southern, Southern hospitality, low country. The low country cuisine is to die for. If you're a seafood person, you know, the comfort food, you're gonna love all of that.
When you say comfort food, what are we talking about?
Here we go. We're on to food now.
So when I say comfort food, I'm talking shrimp and grits.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm talking fish and grits. We do grits with a lot of stuff. So you have your okra and tomato soup. You have all of these Gullah Geechee recipes that are native to this area. That when you come here, I can take you to get some crabs. If you like crabs, I could take you to get crab legs. I could take you to get blue crabs that have special sauce on them. I can take you to the spot that's on the off-beaten path, or I can take you to the crab house. So I mean, they love the food and the cuisine and the variety of food. But I would say, just because I've lived in other places, when I want a more urban feel, I definitely go to like a Charlotte or an Atlanta, which is not that far away from Charleston. So I can get to Charlotte from Charleston in about 3 to 3.5 hours, according to how fast you drive.
We're driving safely, of course.
We're driving safely. So give me 3.5 hours and I can be in the Charlotte area. So that would be like your largest metropolitan-like city, or one of the closest metropolitan-like cities. As far as getting to Atlanta, it's going to take me more along the lines of 5 to 6 hours to get to Atlanta. But once again, you can do it in a day trip if that's what you desire. So for some of your concerts, for your shopping, if you just want that urban feel, you want to get to the city, those would be your closest options. Either go south to Atlanta or go north to Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right. And weather-wise, what's it? New York winters, it's not so bad in November, but we have December, January, February. What's
the snow is coming, is basically what he's trying to say. So for the people who want to retire their shovel, is your area, Charleston, somewhere they should be considering?
Absolutely. So does it get cold here? Yes, it gets cold. The last time we had snow was 2018. The time before that, it lasted maybe 2 days. Okay. And that was to include the day that it snowed, it staying on the ground, and then the starting of the melting.
Not bad.
Now, how much snow did you guys get?
I think we got anywhere between 3 and 5 inches, according to where you were at. Okay. The main issue in this area, anytime we get snow or anything of that nature, the roads are not conditioned for it, and neither are the commuters. So there are no tire chains. There's not a lot of salt. And so it makes the roadways very, very dangerous because you're not used to driving under those conditions. So I would say that. As far as our weather, I would describe our weather as pretty mild. This year, thankfully, knock on wood, we have not had any major hurricanes. But I will tell anyone that's interested in moving down, you definitely want to kind of research what hurricane season is, what it looks like, some of the things that you may have to do with moving to the coast, because that is something that a lot of people do not prepare for. Hurricane season goes from June, I think, until the end of October, early November. And so our hurricanes, when they are on the ocean and they come this way, it definitely can cause some mishap, to say the least. If you own a home, you want to make sure that you have flood insurance. That's another factor that you want to take in if you're planning to move this way. Typically in this area, according to where it is, which is why we're called the low country, because we're considered to be below sea level. Okay. Certain lenders will require you to have flood insurance based on the FEMA map. So if you're looking to move here, after you talk to me, when you're researching all of your options, you want to also pull that FEMA map up to see if it's in a flood zone, because FEMA is unregulated and they're the only people that you can purchase flood insurance through. Okay, so whatever rate FEMA gives you, that's the rate you have.
That's common to New York, to South Shore, Long Island, and the North Shore also. It's common here. So that will be a fairly typical conversation for people moving from here.
Cool.
But there's a conversation they'll definitely have with you, basically, if they're considering moving out there. Now, since you've been there for a while, what's your absolute favorite thing about the area?
My favorite thing about the area would definitely be the water. I am a water person, love the water. If I need to clear my mind, I drive to Edisto Beach and I just kind of chill out. I can be a hippie for a day and have my book and just.
You're talking Dean's language right now.
And no one will bother me. On Edisto, no one will bother me. I've gone to Edisto even during the pandemic. No one bothers you. They're not going to come too close because of coronavirus. Everyone's smiling. Have you ever seen
underneath their mask? Underneath their mask, they're smiling underneath their mask.
Yes, but have you ever seen anyone mad at the beach?
No, I don't think so.
No. So
they're mad when they're leaving. When they're leaving the beach, that's the only time they're mad.
Maybe.
Right. So the water has almost a soothing quality to it. It helps to regulate your emotions. It helps to regulate your mood. And so that would be my absolute. I've lived inland before, and I love the fact that I'm now back at the beach, and I can get to the beach in less than an hour.
All right. That being said, Dean, do you have any other questions?
No, I think we wrapped up a lot. You got a lot of options where you live. You sound like, you're going to treat everybody so well, give them such a wealth of knowledge when they come down there. They're going to have a lot of choices, a lot of decisions to make. But
absolutely. And I'm coined the Cupid of real estate because I basically serve people and referrals all over the world. So I just closed today, young lady, beautiful young lady, met her as a referral, was connected via Facebook. She called me from LA and she's like, I want to own some Carolina dirt. That's what I call it, Carolina dirt. And she's like, I want to own land because I've never owned land before. So she literally 3 weeks ago took 3 planes to fly out here and we went under contract and she closed today. Wow. So, and she now owns some Carolina dirt. And so it doesn't matter the amount of the transaction. I'm going to provide that 5-star service that has that person coming back to you as the referral agent saying, oh my gosh, where'd you find her? Because I just know that when I put that out there, whenever in real estate, we're always helping somebody that's in transition. They're transitioning to another part of life. And so the last thing they need is someone else to have to worry about, right? They need someone that's going to come in and help them make that transition as smooth as possible. And that's always my goal, to leave them smiling and to leave them raving about me so that I will get a referral from them. And that's always the highest compliment, right?
Beautiful. It couldn't be said any better. With that being said, how do they reach you if they're interested in moving in that area, transitioning into that area?
Absolutely.
See what I did right there? See what I did right there?
I do. So if you are in transition and you want to make South Carolina, the Low Country, particularly your home, you can reach me in a variety of ways. My telephone number is area code 704-661-6836. Again, that's 704-661-6836. You can call and leave a message. You can text message me. You can also reach me online. On Facebook, I am at the Cupid of Real Estate. Okay, on Facebook as well as on Instagram, the Cupid of Real Estate. So you can reach me that way. And then also, if you choose to email me, my email address is tkennedyrealtygroup@gmail.com. So you pick your poison, but I'll be there.
Awesome. I can't say thank you enough for doing this. Thank you so much. I'm actually speechless right now. The only thing I want to say is please call her if you're considering going to Charlotte. If you're in any areas that she mentioned before that she works in, please give her a call. And if you're moving from New York, the tri-state area, especially Queens, Brooklyn, Long Island, and the Bronx, give us a call. We can definitely help you sell your property from there so you can move to Charlotte. Dean, how do you reach us?
I just have one way to reach me. My cell phone is 516-527-9549 and my email, deangraber@kw.com.
You can reach me at, well, I'll give you my email address. It's very easy. It's my first name. It's evantz@yahoo.com. My cell phone is 917-975-5985. Again, thank you for watching. Remember to like,
Thank
click,
you so much. It was really
share,
a pleasure speaking
and
with you.
subscribe to this video. We'll have more, and we'll definitely have some more stuff going on in the future. So remember, keep watching, keep sharing, and keep subscribing. Thank you.
Thank
Let's
you.
wave. Bye.
Thank you.